Well, howdy y'all. This here's a handy redneck talking at you. I'm sipping on my last cup of coffee until I get a new coffee maker because it made a half a cup and then died. But that's okay because it's my second cup of the day, so I should be able to survive at least one more day. But I wanted to give y'all a couple of follow-ups on stuff that's up and at 'em. So here we got in this balcony box we got over here. We got the thyme going, and then the marjoram. You all saw it planted out the other day. It's still doing all right. In the little balcony box next to it, we got this here is a pea, and then over here is another pea, and then here kind of looks like a carrot seedling. I don't know if you can see it or not. There's a couple of them in here. I've pulled a couple out, but I decided if any more show up, I'm just going to let them be, because I had dill in this box last year. So that may be some volunteer dill come up. So I'm just going to let her be. Continuing on though, down here in our tomato buckets, these were leftovers from what we planted in the raised bed garden out there. The 4 leftover tomatoes. Then we had leftover onions, and if you look here, you can see onions showing up all through there, both buckets. So they're doing all right. Over here, the day before we did the thyme and marjoram, we did the chamomile over here, and the echinacea. And as you can see, all those are doing pretty good too. You didn't see me plant them, but we got cucumbers in buckets over here. I actually started 5 plants indoors, and you can see the 5, and then I dropped some seeds right here, and you can see they've sprouted. Continuing on, we'll come over here to the tater towers. Hang on a second, I gotta call the doctor. Oi! Come here! I don't want them getting out to the road, so. The first set of Magic Molly taters were 4 of them. And if you look, you can see all 4 have actually come up through the deep planting. What's more exciting is late last week we planted deep Magic Mollies over in the second bed, and as you can see here, they're starting to come up, and here in the middle and off to the side, before I watered it this morning, there were cracks in the soil where others are getting ready to push through. So we got those. We're going to get in this here. Again, you can see over here, these littler ones are the kale. I had a couple extra Brussels sprouts, so I moved them down here with the kale. I think those itty bitty ones underneath are also kale. I can't remember if I direct seeded some kale out here at the same time or not. Over here we got carrots showing up, and more carrots and more carrots, and carrots and carrots and carrots. I don't know if you can see them or not. Further down, you can see the turnips is up. And at the far end, the Brussels sprouts are doing pretty good. We move on over. Have a look down the tomato one. We got tomatoes and peppers in this one here. You can see the peppers there, pretty nice. Ain't nothing wrong with them. The heater hasn't got to them or nothing. Well, the cold hasn't got to them. Because we close up the plastic every night. Then the tomatoes, as you can see, they're sitting there all right. The tomatoes are interesting. No, they're not growing up so much. I'm pretty sure what they're doing is expanding their root structure right now because we planted them so deep. So they're going to expand their root structure, and then they're just going to take off like weeds. Over here, if you can see through the wire, our beets are doing quite nicely. These are, at this end, are the Golden Detroits. They're very, very prolific. They're doing better than the red ones further down, which are the Cylindras, which are up, not as thick as the yellow Detroits, but they are up, so that's good news there too. So we ain't planting nothing today. Just giving you a quick update on what's going on, so you can have you a look, and then we'll talk at y'all later. Handy Redneck, I'll talk at y'all later.